Hi, good morning. My name is Molly McCafferty. I'm currently the Senior Vice President and Claims Director for the Americas at the American Club based here in New York City. Why CMA? CMA is great. It's unique in the fact that it's in the United States, as far as I know, the only organization-sponsored event that covers all sectors of the industry and at every level of every company within the industry. So you have CEOs mixing last night with young cadets, and you wouldn't get that at a lot of other shows across the country or actually across the world. So good, bad, and ugly is a great way to describe how the industry is reacting to the pandemic. The good is easy. You're seeing an industry that's been slow to adapt to modern technology be forced to. You had no choice. With respect to the bad, look what's happening to the supply chain. I think that that's also a direct result of the pandemic. And looking forward, it's a problem. Whether or not we see a result after the end of the pandemic remains to be seen, because it's causing all sorts of other underlying issues. Ugly, to me, the ugly is what's happening with our crew across the world. Their inability to access vaccines and treatment appropriately timed is just an ugly result of the pandemic. I think the best way to try and bring and attract young people into the industry, or people of any age or designation, is tell our stories. Most of the people I know in the industry absolutely love what they do, and I think the more we get out there and explain to people what it is that we do, I think it will become more attractive. It's almost like the LA Law effect or the Grey's Anatomy effect. You know, you get these television shows that highlight the great stories of medicine or law, and all of a sudden you get an influx of applications to law schools and medical schools. We need that version for the maritime industry. Yes and no. They're making, one of the things that I've observed over the years is, as the rates are commanding, or these high rates are being commanded across the industry, I find owners are hesitant to get their ships up to speed and maintain and put the money in to get them to be compliant with all the regulations and restrictions that are out there. I think it's easier to sell that to an owner, to take their ship out of this crazy market when the rates aren't so crazy and high. You know, trying to tell them they have to take their ships out of a market that's seeing, you know, never before seen rates. They're hesitant to do it, and while I do think there's a lot of talk on where we're going with the industry, and it's all definitely necessary talk, I think it's not going to be an overnight change that we're going to see.